All right, let's dive into another deep dive, shall we? Today we're heading to Bentota Beach in Sri Lanka.
Ah, Bentota.
Yeah, have you ever been?
I have not, no.
Well, this is what's so fun about these deep dives, right? We get to
Yeah.
explore these amazing places together.
Mm.
And Bentota Beach looks absolutely incredible. I mean, just from the photos,
I'm looking at them too.
golden sands, those turquoise
Oh,
waters.
yeah,
It seems like the perfect blend of relaxation and adventure.
it does.
And we've got a ton of information here, articles, brochures, even a website for
Oh, cool.
Malu Banna Watersports.
Malu Banna Watersports.
Which, by the way, looks like the place to be if you're into, like, anything exciting on the water.
That's what it sounds like.
So are you ready to,
Let's dive in.
dive in?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So first things first, just to get our bearings.
Okay.
Bentota Beach is on the southwest coast of Sri Lanka, right?
You got it, southwest coast, and it's known for its calm waters
Okay.
and those classic golden sands.
I
Yeah.
get a postcard.
Yeah, exactly. The kind that just scream, tropical getaway.
Okay, I'm already sold.
But what sets Bentota apart
Yeah.
is this really interesting balance it strikes between that, high energy fun and that laid back luxury.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That balance is key.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the action, the adventure side of things.
Right.
Malu Banna Watersports seems to be the epicenter for that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
They're right on the Bentota River, and they've got everything. I mean, from jet skis to,
I saw that.
get this, inflatable sofas.
Inflatable sofas.
You heard that right.
What is that?
We'll get to that.
All right.
But first, the jet skis. If you know anything about jet skis, those are like
Top
top of the line.
Yeah.
Known for speed, maneuverability.
I bet.
You know.
Yeah.
Imagine zipping across the water.
Yeah.
Feeling the wind in your hair. The brochures say these things can hit speeds up to 60 miles per hour.
Wow. 60 miles an hour. That's serious.
Yeah, that's definitely more thrilling than
Yeah.
my usual, paddleboarding excursions.
Right.
But hey, always for trying new things.
Good for you.
Now, you mentioned inflatable sofa rides.
Oh, yeah.
What is that all about?
Okay, so picture this.
All right.
You are lounging on this giant, comfy sofa, just being gently towed along the Bentota River.
Oh, okay.
You're soaking up the sun, you're enjoying the scenery, maybe even spotting some exotic birds.
Oh, wow.
It's like a floating oasis of chill.
That sounds amazing.
Right.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
But I remember we were saying earlier that Malu Banna caters to,
All kinds of travelers.
yeah, all kinds of travelers, right? From the
Yeah.
thrill seekers.
To the more laid-back folks.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So how do the inflatable sofas fit into that?
Well, that's what's so interesting.
Okay.
They have options. You can opt for that leisurely drift down the river, perfect for soaking in the beauty of everything around you.
Okay.
Or
There's an or.
if you're feeling a little more adventurous,
Okay.
they can crank up the speed and tow you behind a speedboat.
Wait a second. A high-speed sofa ride?
Yeah.
That's not something you hear about every day.
No, it's pretty unique.
It sounds like they really put some thought into how to create these unique experiences.
Yeah, they've thought of everything, haven't they?
It seems like it.
And, the sources all highlight how important personalized service is to Malu Banna.
Okay.
So their instructors really take the time to understand what you're looking for, whether it's an adrenaline rush or that peaceful escape, and then they tailor the experience.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we've got the adrenaline-pumping jet skis.
Yeah.
We've got the surprisingly versatile inflatable sofas.
Right.
What other water adventures are they known for?
Well, no trip to a place like Bentota would be complete without
Don't tell me.
a classic banana boat ride.
The banana boat. I haven't been on one of those in years.
They're so much fun.
Up to 6 people crammed onto an inflatable banana, bouncing over the waves.
Yeah.
It's just a recipe for laughter and maybe a few screams.
Yeah, exactly. And Malu Banna, they add their own little twist.
Oh. What do they do?
They let you choose how your ride ends.
Oh, okay.
You can either have a smooth return to the pier
Right, the classic.
or a dramatic flip into the river.
Wait, they flip the whole banana boat?
Yeah.
Okay, that is an ending I would not expect.
It's pretty fun, though.
It sounds like they're all about creating those, fun, memorable moments.
Those Instagrammable moments,
Right,
right?
exactly. But safety first.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And what's great is that they prioritize safety
Could.
without compromising the thrill. They've got experienced boat captains, life jackets for everyone, of course,
Good.
and clear safety briefings before each activity.
I like that. I like that a lot. So we've covered jet skis, inflatable sofas, banana boats,
We've hit the highlights.
anything else on offer. in terms of water activities?
Well, those seem to be the main attractions,
Yeah.
but from what I'm reading, it sounds like they can arrange other water sports experiences too.
Cool.
So it's really all about customizing the adventure to what you're looking for.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So they work with you to create the perfect experience.
Exactly.
This is fantastic. I'm loving this already.
Me too.
All this talk of water adventures is making me hungry, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Shall we move on to the next highlight?
Let's do it.
The Malu Banna Seafood Restaurant.
Ah, yes. I've heard good things.
Me too. The sources are raving about it.
Yeah.
Fresh, local seafood served right on the riverbank.
It doesn't get much better than that.
It sounds like it's not just a meal.
Right.
It's like a whole sensory experience.
I can imagine.
Okay, I need details. I need to know everything.
Okay.
What kind of seafood are we talking about here?
Well, they're known for their fresh catches of the day.
Okay, like what?
So grilled fish, prawns, lobster.
Ooh, lobster.
Yeah.
Okay.
All prepared with local spices and flavors.
Nice.
And the sources mention this emphasis on sustainability,
Okay.
which is great.
Yeah.
They're source their ingredients locally, so they're supporting the surrounding fishing communities.
I love that.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. Delicious food that aligns with ethical practices.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm sitting at this restaurant.
Yeah.
I got my plate of fresh seafood.
Mm-hmm.
What else am I experiencing? Can't me picture.
So you're sitting there, you've got the aroma of grilled fish and spices wafting through the air,
Ooh, yeah.
and you've got stunning views of the Bentota River.
Okay.
You can watch the water sports activities happening,
Cool.
see the fishing boats bobbing in the distance,
Wow.
and maybe even catch a glimpse of some local wildlife.
It sounds incredible.
Yeah, it's the whole package.
It's not just about the food. It's about immersing yourself in the whole atmosphere. Exactly.
And the culture of the place, right?
Hmm.
I'm assuming after a day of adventure
Yeah.
and delicious food,
Of course.
you need a comfortable place to rest and recharge.
Oh, for sure.
Tell me about the accommodations.
All right, so Malu Banna,
Okay.
they actually have their own hotel.
Oh, cool.
And from the looks of it,
Yeah.
it's designed to create this seamless connection between you and the surrounding nature.
All right. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What are the rooms like?
Okay, so they offer two types of rooms.
Right.
Superior rooms, which were on the top floor,
Okay.
and they boast panoramic views of both the river and the ocean.
Whoa, both the river and the ocean. That's amazing.
It's a pretty incredible view.
I bet.
And then they have riverview rooms,
Okay.
which are on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
And those offer a more maybe intimate perspective
Okay.
of the river's activity.
So whether you want sweeping vistas
Yeah.
or a closer look at the river life?
They got you covered. They've got you covered. What other details make these rooms stand out?
Well, from the sources, it seems like comfort and style are key.
Okay.
Air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and get this, private balconies.
Private balconies. I love a good balcony.
Yeah, perfect for enjoying your morning coffee
Yeah.
while listening to the sounds of the river waking up.
Or a glass of wine as the sun sets.
That's a great idea.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of the sunset,
Yes.
you mentioned earlier how Bentota is known for its stunning sunsets.
The brochures, yeah, they describe them as magical.
Magical sunsets, delicious seafood, thrilling water sports.
Yeah.
Bentota is sounding more and more like the perfect escape.
It does, doesn't it?
But before we move on, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What's standing out to you the most so far?
What's really intriguing me is how Malu Banna manages to blend these, like, contrasting elements, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The energy of the water sports,
Yeah.
the tranquility of the river, the indulgence of the food and the accommodations. It's like they've created this unique ecosystem
I like that.
where you can choose your own adventure,
Yeah.
and it all seems to flow together so seamlessly.
I completely agree. I think we've just scratched the surface of what Bentota and Malu Banna have to offer.
For sure.
We'll be back in a flash to dive even deeper
Can't wait.
into this incredible destination, so stay tuned.
All right. Welcome back. Still thinking about those inflatable sofas.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Just drifting along the Bentota River.
It's such a unique way to experience the scenery.
Right. And then you can go from that peaceful float to a high-speed speedboat tow.
On the same sofa.
Yeah.
Malu Banna really has mastered that whole personalized adventure thing.
They have, and what I find so fascinating is how the sources keep emphasizing the connection to nature throughout the whole experience. It's not just about the water sports or the accommodations.
Right.
They're really highlighting the beauty of the river.
Yeah.
The ocean.
The sunset.
It's all interwoven.
It is. Like, remember when we were talking about the Malu Banna seafood restaurant?
Yeah.
It's not just about the delicious food.
Right.
It's about savoring those flavors while being surrounded by the sights and sounds of the river.
Exactly. Picture this.
Okay.
You're sitting on the restaurant's deck.
Mm-hmm.
The aroma of grilled seafood and spices is just wafting through the air.
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching the fishing boats return with their catch of the day.
It just creates this amazing sense of place.
Doesn't it?
It does.
You're right there in the heart of it all.
And you know what makes it even better?
What's that?
The fact that they prioritize sustainable sourcing practices.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It's not just about the taste.
No.
It's about knowing your meal is supporting the local community and the environment.
It adds a whole other layer to the experience.
It really does. It's like they've created this sustainable loop.
Yeah.
You're enjoying the natural beauty of Bentota, indulging in the freshest local flavors,
Yes.
and contributing to the well-being of the community.
All at the same time.
It's a win-win-win.
It is.
And speaking of experiences that connect you to the local culture,
Yeah.
I'm curious about the Malu Banna Hotel itself.
Ah, yes, the hotel.
The sources mention a focus on authenticity
Right.
and Sri Lankan hospitality.
It seems like they've really incorporated those traditional Sri Lankan design elements
Okay.
into the hotel's architecture.
So it's not just a modern building.
No, it feels very rooted in the local culture.
I like that.
The use of natural materials, warm colors, local artwork.
It all adds to that sense of place.
It does. It's like the hotel itself becomes an extension of the Bentota experience.
You're not just staying in some generic room.
No, you're immersed in the culture.
You're immersed in the aesthetics of Sri Lanka.
Exactly. And it's all in the details, too.
Right, like those private balconies we talked about.
Yes. Can you imagine?
Sipping your morning coffee,
Yeah.
listening to the sounds of the river.
Feeling the ocean breeze.
Oh, it's all about those little moments
It is.
that make the experience so special.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget those views
Yeah.
from the superior rooms
Panoramic views.
of both the river and the ocean,
The best of both worlds.
right outside your window.
It's the kind of view that could inspire poetry.
You're not kidding. Sunrise over the ocean?
Sunset over the river.
Okay, that's going on my bucket list.
I think we need to add that to ours, too.
We do. But before we get too lost in daydreams, I
Right.
want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
That whole top-end experience.
Oh, yeah.
What does that actually mean in this context?
It's not just about luxury in the traditional sense.
Okay.
It's about curating an experience that goes beyond the expected.
It's about the detail,
the attention to detail, yeah.
the personalized service,
Absolutely.
that commitment to sustainability,
And that seamless integration of adventure
relaxation,
and cultural immersion.
It's like creating a journey that feels indulgent and meaningful.
At the same time.
Exactly. And what's so interesting is they achieve this top-end experience
Yeah.
without being pretentious or exclusive.
Right, it's not stuffy at all.
They seem equally welcoming to
Everyone.
thrill seekers, families, couples, solo travelers.
And everyone's welcome.
It's all about making you feel like you're part of something special.
Yeah, like you've discovered this hidden gem.
Exactly. And, I know we've been talking a lot about Malu Banna,
We have.
but we can't forget about Bentota Beach itself.
Of course not. The beach is the heart and soul of this destination.
It is, and it's clear from the sources
Yeah.
that Bentota Beach is so much more than just a place to sunbathe.
It's a place to connect with nature.
Feel the sand between your toes.
Breathe in that fresh ocean air.
And those legendary sunsets.
Oh, yes, the sunsets.
Remember, the sources describe them as a dream come true for any traveler.
I do, yeah.
Imagine this.
Okay.
You've spent the day exploring the river, riding the waves,
Yes.
indulging in delicious food,
Okay.
and now you're strolling along Bentota Beach. As the sky transforms into this canvas of vibrant colors,
Sounds amazing.
I'm telling you, it's the perfect ending to a perfect day in Bentota.
I believe it.
But you know me, I'm always up for a little adventure,
Of course you are.
even at sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Do the sources mention any unique ways to experience the sunset on Bentota Beach?
They do, actually.
Oh.
Tell me. One of them mentions taking a sunset cruise on the Bentota River.
Oh, wow.
Imagine gliding along the water as the sun dips below the horizon,
Okay.
casting long shadows, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple.
That sounds magical.
Doesn't it?
It does.
And it's not just about the visual beauty either.
Wow.
The sources talk about the tranquility of being on the river at sunset, the gentle lapping of the water, sounds of nature settling in for the night.
It's like a moment of serenity.
It is.
After a day of excitement and exploration.
Exactly.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
But before we wrap up,
yeah,
I want to hear from you. What's resonating with you the most about Bentota Beach?
what aspects of this destination are sparking your imagination?
Are you picturing yourself racing across the waves on a jet ski?
Lounging on an inflatable sofa, drifting down the river?
Or maybe savoring a plate of fresh seafood as you watch the sunset over the ocean?
The possibilities are endless.
They really are, and that's the beauty of Bentota.
Yeah.
It's a destination that invites you to create your own story.
To discover your own rhythm.
And to find your own slice of paradise.
Well said.
We'll be back in a moment to share our final thoughts and leave you with some inspiration for your own Bentota Beach adventure.
Welcome back. We're wrapping up our deep dive into Bentota Beach.
And the incredible Malu Banna Watersports.
It really does feel like we've been on a journey.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Exploring this like little slice of paradise.
From those thrilling jet skis
To that tranquility of a sunset river cruise.
Bentota just offers something that really resonates.
What strikes me is
Yeah.
it's not just a destination.
It's a feeling.
It is that sense of freedom
Yeah.
and adventure.
But balanced with that serenity, of being surrounded by that natural beauty.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating how Malu Banna has managed to capture that essence and weave it into every aspect of what they offer.
It's like they've created this world where you can choose your own adventure but still feel completely connected to the heart of Bentota.
Exactly.
I love that choose your own adventure, whether you're seeking an adrenaline rush
or a peaceful retreat.
They've got you covered.
And they do it all with this incredible attention to detail and personalized service.
That really sets them apart.
And their commitment to sustainability.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
It's not just a buzzword.
No.
It's woven into everything they do.
From sourcing local ingredients
to minimizing their environmental impact.
It's so clear that they respect and value the natural beauty that surrounds them.
It really is.
And, that respect shines through.
Yeah. In everything they do.
Yeah, they're inviting you to experience Bentota in a way that's both indulgent and responsible.
Yes.
You're connecting with the culture, the community, the environment on a deeper level.
Absolutely. And they make it look effortless.
Don't they?
Yeah.
It's a seamless blend of adventure, relaxation, and cultural immersion.
It just feels so authentic.
Yeah.
And special.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
we
want to leave you with one final thought to ponder.
If you could create your own Bentota Beach experience, what would it look like?
Would you start your day with a sunrise yoga session on the beach?
Followed by a surfing lesson.
Would you spend the afternoon exploring the Bentota